How much of a challenge or not is that, and how important is that for this group?
Well, it's always a little bit more difficult, when you haven't had, the success that you've wanted to get yourself back up. But we've still got a lot to play for, We still control our own destiny. I still feel if we can get a couple more wins, that I think we're going to be in a position to reach our postseason goals. But, that's why I think Friday becomes such an important game. Hopefully, I think for a good portion of the practice today, we showed some pretty good energy.
You probably didn't expect to be in a situation where you're kind of on the bubble with a couple weeks left in the regular season. Do you use that now as like a carrot?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, these are must wins. I mean, we can't go up and play tight or play with pressure, but it's a great opportunity. We know what we're capable of doing. Now we just got to go out and do it. We've got to see a victory. They've been tough to come by recently. So, but I still believe that we can go up and win a couple in the Washingtons. No question about it.
At the risk of a broad overgeneralization, if that shot by Elise at the end of regulation against Washington State goes in, is it potentially the last few weeks dramatically different?
Well, you never know. That's the great thing about sports and the tough thing about sports. You just don't know if a play here or play there would have turned the tide for the rest of the season. I just don't know. That was obviously a big play. I was told by the conference that it was the right call, even though we didn't agree with it. And it's one of those I wish they would have just let play out, but that's not the case. But yeah, who knows? And I think in all of sports you can say that. It's just sometimes a play here and a play there that can make a difference, not just for that game, but maybe for a little momentum after. So we'll see. We got to make our own momentum though Friday.
Coach every team differently, obviously, but are there moments in your career where you kind of lean on of maybe losing streaks similar that you point to and think about what worked to get you out of it, or does that apply?
Yeah, it's been a while, I think, since I personally have been in this position. Actually in 2016-17, I think we were kind of up and down. And actually going into the conference tournament, we lost our last two at home going into that, but we somehow, found a way to kind of get back up and play with a little bit of enthusiasm, win a couple in the conference tournament, including the big one against Kelsey Plum-led Washington. That got us into the field. This is similar to that in that we've kind of just been real inconsistent in conference play. We've been close. We haven't been able to pull some out. We haven't gotten that rhythm that we really need. And, I think if we do and we can win a couple down the stretch, I think we're going to be one of those teams in either the conference tournament or the NCAA tournament, if we're fortunate enough to get there, that people don't want to play. Because we've obviously, with our numbers, have shown that we play pretty good basketball and we're playing everybody close. We just haven't been able to finish it. So if we can finish a few down the stretch, that gives us some confidence going into postseason.
Tahina is obviously struggling to get her shots to fall. Yeah. Is she finding other ways to contribute for you?
Yeah, Tahina's, we all see the struggles on the court, we feel for, but she's doing all the right things, man. She's leading, she's talking, she's defending well. And I've talked to her a few times. I don't think she's letting it get her down. I've encouraged all our team to just kind of stay off the social media, quit listening to people, and just kind of, stay focused on what they're trying to do. So I really applaud Tahina. She knows no one feels worse than she does, but she's still trying to lead, and our players are looking for her to lead, and I think she's done a great job in that area. The other will come. We've seen her do it enough here. I still believe that she's going to have an ability and an opportunity to really make a huge impact on the court down the stretch.
This week in practice, so when you're going to, trying to make a big shift or a big push, just what are some things that you're looking for from the girls in order to make that shift?
Yeah, we got to make those little plays that win games. Make the stop when we need, get that rebound when we need. I think our rebounding has just got to get better. Get the shot that we want at the right time by the right person, just all those little things that we're just not quite there on yet. but time's running out. So yeah, that's all I want. I just want to see us continue to compete. Just play hard, just do what we can and control what we can.
Knowing that it's just some of those small things, do you feel like those are more like mental things that your team has to practice, or physical things that maybe help the mental? Like, how has it been?
See, all of the above: mental, physical. We're making mistakes all over the board, and we're also doing some good things. We can't poo-poo some of the things that we've been doing well to keep us in games. Down UCLA, a really good team on their home floor, 2:55 to go. It's a tie score. It can be anybody's game, and it seems like we're in that similar position all the time. We've just got to, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, perhaps could even help, be able to make the winning plays.
And I know you talked about just how your coaching staff has, struggled to just find answers and find out something that's going to work. Have you guys found out anything, changed anything about the way you approach practices or games that has been helping at all?
Yeah, you always have to go with the feel for where the team's at, what we're doing. That's like today. I just felt we needed a little bit of levity. Is that the word you use? So we played a quick game of kickball. Just something to kind of break us out of this. I think, we feel so much pressure. We've had so much success here, and I think our players sometimes feel pressure. And so when we lose, it almost feels like two losses because we're not used to doing that. And so I think sometimes we feel that pressure. So yeah, as coaches, we've got to find different ways to keep ourselves motivated, keep ourselves focused, keep ourselves, planning, for that next game. So if that takes a quick game of kickball, which, by the way, the staff won, including one Chris Brown over there. He got a ground rule double.
RBI double.
Yeah, RBI double. Yeah, so it was fun. Listen, I love this group, and they continue to have really good attitudes, and they're working hard, and we're all trying. That's the thing. We're all trying.
We talked to Chance about her not really going through any losing streaks like this. I know a lot of the players on this team haven't. Do you feel like that unfamiliarity with that situation has altered the losing streak a little bit?
Yeah, I don't totally understand the question, but yeah, I think this is new for a lot of us, and so we're just trying to figure it out, trying to navigate, through it. And all you can do is control what you can control, and all we can focus on is Friday's game. We go up and get a win on Friday, we're going to feel so much better about Sunday. And then, if you can get that done, then you feel great about the final weekend, and you just start to build a little momentum. That's what we need. We just haven't had that great feeling to kind of get us up and over the hump. And hopefully that happens this week.
Speaking of Friday, let's talk a little bit about the Cougars.
Yeah.
Charlize is back. She's been in and out of the country, it seems like, and their success seems to be almost tied to whether or not she's been available. What have you seen from this team now with her back in the fold again?
Well, first of all, I think Cammie Etheridge does a great job. She's an awesome coach. I think they play to their potential and play to their strengths better than any team in the conference. They know who they are. Their players know their roles. They execute their roles as well as anybody, and they're really difficult to beat. I mean, now we had good success. We went up there last year and played one of our best games we've ever played. So, anything can happen, but I just think, the Cougars do a great job, and they have an inside player that can match up with Philly. Obviously, Charlize is a great playmaker and a great player, one of the best in the conference. I'd put her in the top 3 players in the conference, and so, anytime she is on there, it's going to make them a lot tougher. But then, they just execute. They defend. They do all the little things that they make the winning plays. So it's going to be a really good game. I anticipate both teams are hungry. Neither of us are in the field for sure, and I think both of us could use a real quality win at this point.
Back to Rob's question just about that shot from Elise and all of that. Do you think did that have a lingering effect at all of it kind of sticking in people's heads? If that was a game that we could have had that I just wonder. Now through the lens of some time, what you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a big play, a turning point. I mean, the standings would look a lot different. Maybe it would have helped us, get another couple wins. But I'm of the belief that it never comes down to one play. I mean, that one play could have been in the third quarter, in the second quarter, the first quarter. You can't put yourselves into those kind of positions late. And we didn't make enough plays in that game to separate at any point. So that's the unfortunate part.